Columbia University was kind of like the epicenter of it all. And oh no, there's a farmer's market. We're going to skip the farmer's market and we're going to go another way. So we're going to walk through Morningside Park and walk up the stairs to get to Columbia. I'm really curious. You know? Man, they have blockades at every entrance. You see that? They got blockades at every entrance. They're not letting nobody on campus. So as you can see, every one of their entrances are blocked off, caged off with security. See that? Like, if you could only see. Wow. There's barricades everywhere. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. I should keep doing that. How does this look? Is this better? Here, I think I like this. This works good. What am I doing? I don't know. I got a YouTube channel, and what I'm gonna do is edit this, put it on YouTube. I just took up skateboarding. Go skating or something. I'm down for that. I'm gonna have fun doing it.
My name is JP. I'm from New York. I ride a motorcycle, skateboard, and a boosted Mini X. This is my YouTube channel. I know there are many YouTube channels. This one is mine. Come along with me on my journey to become a healthier person, a better skater, and a YouTube content creator.
That's it. Welcome back. It's JP Byung, reporting to you live from Columbia University, where apparently the students have been camping out for over a week, demanding that their university's endowments divest from any companies that are profiting from the war in Israel. Anyway, Columbia University is kind of like the epicenter of where these protests began, with students protesting the war in Israel. It is now April, the end of April. I believe today is the 27th, Saturday morning. And universities all across the country are going to be celebrating their commencement, graduations. And how's that going to be happening when you've got protests? Students are actually encamped on the university grounds where they hold the commencement, where the graduation happens. So the question is, how do the universities have graduation when students are encamped on the grounds where they hold the commencement? I read in the news yesterday, students are at an impasse. They cannot come to an agreement with the administrators of the school, and they're not moving. They are encamped like homeless people or protesters at Ducati Park, and they're not leaving. How are they going to have graduation when the students won't leave? Well, apparently that's what they're doing. I want to go check it out because I've been seeing and hearing a lot of noise around it in my neighborhood because I live near Columbia University. So we're going to go walk up there right now to the campus and take a look and see what it's like. Oh, it's closed right here. Sidewalk is closed, so I just walked all the way around to play myself. Oh my God. Well, here you go. It's closed. I got to use the other side. Anyway, while we're here, check out the wildlife. See that? Basking in a little bit of sun there. Anyway, I got to walk all the way around. That sucks. Anyway, my goal is to hopefully interview at least one student who could tell me what exactly is the problem. Why are they protesting? How long are they going to stay there? I want to know who started all this, who's in charge. Like, do they have an organization behind it? Is it just one student or is it just a bunch of students? How did it all get started? How long are they going to be there? What exactly do they want? I want to know. I read in the news that they want the universities to divest their endowments from any corporations that are profiting from the war in Israel. I believe those are the requests or the demands. They are demanding that their university that they're attending divest. That means take out any investments that the university has in companies that are profiting from the war in Israel. They also want the university to stop supporting Israel. So that's what I read in the news. And the news sources are not always accurate. So I want to see if I could get to a student, maybe faculty, anybody who's near there to tell me what exactly it is they want. I'd love to figure it out. Maybe we'll get a little reaction from some people who are actually involved. So yeah, that's my goal. Hopefully we get up there. There will be police, I'm sure, guarding the campus, because that's what I saw on the news. So hopefully the police will let us go on campus, because it is private property. And then if they do, I'm going to try to reach the encampment where there's some students and see if I can ask them some questions. And if they're like, yes, then I'm going to ask them some questions off camera. I'll just interview them, ask them a few questions, and that'll be that. So yeah, I don't really follow politics. I don't really follow the news that much. But I live in the Columbia University area. And like last week, when students originally got arrested and they tried to boot them off the campus, they were kind of protesting in my neighborhood. Or rallying, let's just say. Meeting up. Whew, I'm out of breath after all those stairs. See that? So yeah, I've been seeing some of the overspill. I've been hearing some of the rally cries, hearing the noise of them protesting. So I'm gonna just go up here right now and see if I can investigate a little. Find out what's going on. Maybe I'll get a couple of shots of the encampment at Columbia. You know? I'll get some news. And it's the last few stairs. And here I am at Morningside. That's a new dorm they built. And we're walking down there. So let's actually head up to 116. So we could walk right straight into the entrance. What do you think about that? I'm really curious. You know? If you like content like this, you like it if I upload videos with this type of topics, then hit the like button. Got a comment? Drop it below. You know, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. That way you'll be notified when I upload new clips or when I go live. You don't want to miss it when I go live. I had to delete the last one, even though it was pretty good, because I got violation from YouTube. They gave me a strike. Or actually, I didn't get a strike, but one of my videos got banned. It was not allowed to be played on YouTube anymore because of copyright infringement or some content that wasn't mine. But the stream itself was pretty good, so I couldn't keep it up. But if you caught it when I was doing it live, it was pretty good. So yeah, subscribe if you want to know when I go live. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some police presence. Maybe I'll get some video of the encampment. Maybe they might not even let me get onto the campus, but I'm going to act like I'm just walking through to get to the other side on Broadway. And I don't know if they're going to let me keep my camera on, but I'm going to definitely try to. I'm just going to keep it on like I'm walking right now. Yeah, so I'm walking fast, walking up the hill. It's a little sunny, getting kind of warm and running out of breath. But we're almost there. Here we are. Let's see if I can get into the street. Give you guys a real bird's eye view. Oh, they got it blocked off. You know they do. So this is good. I'm going to give you guys a little report from just right in front of the university. Because apparently it's private property. And now it looks like you're not letting anybody on. Check it out. So that gate is usually open, and you can just usually walk right across the campus to get to Broadway, which is the street on the other side. This street right here that we're approaching is Amsterdam. You got to cut through the university to get to Broadway. And apparently they got security and they're not letting people in. This looks like serious. This looks serious. They got security. I'm sure they got police. They're not letting nobody through. How's that? Gotta have security. So, see that right there? We're gonna do a little report for right here. Sun looks good. Filming. I guess this is where we're at, right? It's JP Biambi, reporting to you live from Columbia University, where the students have camped out and they've come to an impasse with the administrators and the faculty of the school. They cannot come to an agreement, so they are not leaving. I believe that was yesterday when they said that. It's now Saturday morning, and I believe that they are still encamped back there, and now they got campus security, police, and not letting anybody through, because I'm sure it's a serious situation. This is not just happening at Columbia University, it's happening at universities all over the country. Students apparently are protesting the war in Israel. They are demanding that the universities that they attend divest their endowments from any companies that are profiting from the war in Israel. Is that clear? Those students that are camped out at the university are at an impasse, and they cannot come to an agreement with the faculty because they want their demands met. And apparently those demands are they want their university to divest. That means to get rid of all of their investments that they have in companies that profit from the war in Israel. I could go ahead and list a few of those companies, but I'm sure you could do the research, and maybe you should. And then ask yourself, why are those companies profiting in Israel? Why is this war going on? And why do these students have to camp out at their university to protest? To bring attention to this. They're students. They're just trying to graduate to get out of college and go make some money. I applaud them. I suggest you go support them, and I suggest you take a side, because apparently it looks like anybody with some free speech or has the ability to stand up for what they say, there's going to be some authority, and there are going to be some people trying to stop it. So please, go support, do whatever you can, pick a side, but just make sure you understand what's going on. Because as far as I'm concerned, the way I see it, we got students here. They're supposed to be studying, they're supposed to be going to class, focused on what's important for their lives, but instead, they've got to protest to fix what's right in the rest of the world. I don't know. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? We got students at a university got to protest what the big corporations are doing to people in parts of the world where they're being persecuted. Pick a side. I don't know which side you want, whatever it is. You got to understand what's happening. People are being persecuted, and students are trying to stand up for their rights. Why is it the students that got to do that? Where are the grown-ups? Who knows? But I applaud them. Hopefully I'm going to get lucky. I'm going to try to interview one. So let me see if I'm going to go talk to the guys over here. I'm going to see what they say, but I got to turn off the camera for that, all right? Because I don't think they're going to let me do that with the camera. See, my goal today is I just want to get in and I want to see if I can interview a student that might be encamping. So, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to go to the other side. I'm gonna see if I can find a student that comes out, because when they do, I'm gonna try to go talk to them. That's what I'm gonna go do. But the security guards, they are not being helpful. They won't communicate. They don't tell you where private property is or public property is. So if you do come here, be very, very careful. They're going to do everything they can to thwart you, to probably lie to you, to ignore you, do anything to violate you, as a matter of fact. And they're not going to be honest. They're not going to address you. They're not going to say whatever it is. Because I came up here very politely and I said, hey, sir, do you know where the public property line is and the public property line is? And they didn't say anything. That guy told me, hey, go ask them. And then, he didn't want to answer. So this is interesting. We're going to go walk around to the other side of Broadway, and we're going to see what that looks like. All right? Because this is Amsterdam. We're on Amsterdam right now. This is Amsterdam. And on the other side is Broadway. That's there. So we're going to go walk on the other side, and we're going to go check the police presence on that side. Comment below and tell me. If you're protesting, are you a student? Why are you protesting? And here we are. It's JP Biambi reporting to you live from Columbia University, where students apparently have camped out for over a week now because they are protesting the war in Israel. They are now demanding that the university divest all their endowments in any companies that are profiting from the war in Israel. That should make sense to most people. But you got students out here on the university camping out. Today's Saturday morning. Apparently Friday, they were at an impasse with faculty and they could not come to an agreement. So this means that they're going to continue to camp out. They have no intentions of leaving. Apparently, this has spread to universities all across the country. I believe Columbia University was one of the first universities, or they say the epicenter, where this sort of started, where students started sitting in. And then it started spreading in other universities all across the country. Apparently, Columbia University was one of the ones that started, so they call this the epicenter, ground zero, where it all started. But it's now Saturday morning, and yesterday, Friday, after over a week of protesting and being camped out, they cannot come to an arrangement or an agreement with the faculty. So, it is now a stalemate, they call it. What is going to happen? Students are going to stay in camp until their university, and what they're calling for is a divestiture. They are asking for the university to stop investing in any of the companies that profit from the war in Israel. A couple of the companies that I've seen mentioned in the news were like Airbnb and Google, which are profiting, and I don't know others, but you can probably do some research. If you Google campus protests, you'll find out a bunch of information on that, and you'll see news because all the news outlets are reporting on it. But I wanted to come out here myself and see what it was like. So I'm going to shut the camera off real quick. I'm going to go see if we can catch a student and interview them real quick. Tune in for another episode. Definitely subscribe if you haven't. And like this video if you enjoyed it. Please do tell